Okay, so I figured it would be easier for me to just take a video for you than rather than try to explain it to you in text. The best things to practice are going to just be working on calm behavior just in front of your apartment complex. Don't expect to go anywhere. Just go outside and work on getting Zorro to look at you when there's distractions, right? So if he can't do it with you in front of the apartment, it's going to just get harder and harder the further you go, and when you go to new places, all of that, it's going to become more challenging. So the best thing to do is stop a behavior before it starts. So practice standing outside and looking around. And when you see a dog start approaching, before Zorro notices it, you want to be the one that starts taking action and keeping him focusing on you. Now, you're going to do that by using high-value treats. So I save my hot dogs, or you can use pieces of bacon or cheese, chicken, whatever Zorro doesn't normally get, something that's really out of the ordinary but really exciting. If it's something that he gets all the time, it's not going to be it's not going to be as easy to get him to focus on that treat because he gets it all the time, and it's not, his reward is looking at the other dog or the person or whatever he's barking at. So stopping behaviors before they start. It's always going to be easier to get a dog to not start behaving that way than it is to calm them down once they've already gone off the deep end, right? So keeping him on you, and as soon as he even starts like looking over there, jerking his head over, looking at all of that. If he's doing any of those behaviors, he starts barking, he starts whimpering, he starts turning his head, just like that. As soon as Cassius looked away from me, I told him, no, that's not what we're doing right now. You're staying focused on me right now. So I'm even going to do things like just moving around, getting him to look at me. Okay, good boy. So I even have my cat right here too. So this is a good distraction, right? So he usually loves my cat, but he's more excited about the hot dog right now than he is my cat. Sit. Cassius. Good boy. Okay, sit. Now another thing that you can do is you want to start doing quick commands, so rapid fire. Okay, good. Sit. Cassius, sit. Yes, heel. Good. Sit. Good. Heel. Excellent. Treat. Good boy. Okay. Right, so doing things like that to keep him looking at you. Now, if you're going to do an e-collar, you can do the same thing. As soon as he starts looking away, or you're not going to reprimand him and, stimulate him for barking at people. That's not what you want, or at dogs. You're going to use the collar as a way to say, pay attention, right? So it's that pop on the leash, but it lets you do it with a remote. And the good thing about the remote is it has 99 levels on the one that I use, which is the same one that I used when I trained Atlas. And actually, you could ask your sister if she still has Atlas's old one. You could even just use that if she doesn't use his. That's the one I would be getting for you anyway. So we can even change the batteries or something if anything is not working on it. But just something to keep in mind. So anyway, you're going to be able to do things like this, but if the correction of the leash has gotten, you've done it so many times with him that he just doesn't care so much because he's so distracted that this teeny little pop doesn't make as much of a significant change to him anymore as it did in the very beginning. So the remote allows you to go up to 99 levels. Now you'll start, of course, at like a 5, a 7, somewhere around there. But you'll be able to gradually go up a number until you get his attention, regardless of how hard the distraction is for him. You'll have a way to say, no, focus on me right now, on me. That's the whole point of the collar. It's just it basically is paired with his name. So if you say Zorro, and he doesn't look at you, and you say Zorro, he still doesn't look at you, Zorro, right? And then you can start going up on your numbers. So those are going to be the best things that you want to practice. As far as a lot of times, I'm not super worried. He was pretty social. I'm not super worried that he's not going to be social and that he's making noises at the dogs. for any kind of, quote unquote aggression reasons. For him, it's probably just more of a pay attention, and I'm excited. That's just the, dogs use different tones. He may have learned that you guys don't like barking, so he's going to something else. Now, I'm not there to actually witness the actual tones and his body language, so I don't know 100% on that for sure. But in my professional opinion, just from, what I've seen from him in the past, he's probably doing it more as he's on leash, and a lot of dogs tend to get a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? They tend to just not like being unleashed because they feel restrained. They can't go to their initial fight or flight instinct, or they can't go to running up to the dog like he wants to. So he goes to a different type of... Cassius, off. Good boy. He goes to a different form of whatever it may be, just to get that, anxiety out of his head, because he can't go to his initial reaction. So hopefully that makes sense. If you want to do like a daycare day or a tune-up day where I can either come and pick him up, let's see, I'm actually coming up to Charlotte on Monday to drop off a boarder. So if you wanted to do like a daycare day and a tune-up day where I can kind of just take him out to the park and do a little bit of a tuning up with him and see how he does and what I recommend you guys practice with him, let me know. I'm more than happy to do that for you guys anytime. But yeah, otherwise we can definitely still set up a lesson, like you said, do a one-on-one lesson so I can show you guys how to do it in person. But yeah, I'm happy to help you guys however you need. So just let me know. Hope that helps.